Do you ever think about ways you could use a dollar bill other than spending it? Well, how about creating works of art like this airplane? This art of money folding is called money origami, or also commonly known as moneyigami. It is a deviation of the traditional origami most of us may already be familiar with, as it substitutes money bills with paper. I will be discussing the following 3 topics today: the brief history of origami and moneyigami, the role of the money folder, and tutorial sources so that you can make your own moneyigami works. Origami is a Japanese art of paper folding. It consists of the Japanese words ori for folding and kami for paper. But it actually originated in China in the 1st or 2nd century, as it was a treat for the rich because paper was limited and expensive at the time. But as paper grew more available, origami spread to other countries. Yet the Japanese were the most influential in the rise of origami, as they discovered its purpose of origami as gifts and decorations at celebrations. For generations, there were no written records of diagrams of origami models. They were simply passed from generation to generation. Now, moneyigami was said to be discovered in Great Britain by the English poet Percy Shelley. According to the British Origami Society, Shelley was obsessed with making bullets out of any paper he came across with. And one day, he only had a 50-pound note available, and he did succeed at making a boat out of it. From that day on, it was said that moneyigami commenced. The title of the money folder was given to a brilliant man named Won Park, whose motto is, "No cuts, no glue, and no tape." He was born in Korea and moved to Honolulu, Hawaii at the age of 3, and at the age of 5, he was introduced to origami for the very first time when his mother brought him to a Japanese store where he bought his first origami book. From then on, he grew great enthusiasm for origami. He shared with Lomography magazine that he discovered the usefulness of the dollar bill in high school during math class, when all he had available to fold origami with was a dollar bill in his pocket. He realized that not a lot of origami artists utilized the dollar bill as their canvas, and not many models were created out of the dollar bill. Therefore, he pursued to make his own creations out of the dollar bill, and even obtained a master's in origami. His diagrams were greatly desired by moneyigami enthusiasts that he published his first book, Dollar Origami, on December 13th of 2011 on Amazon.com. Now let's take a look at some of his works. This is Won Park himself. His most famous work of art is his koi fish, due to its intricate details of its scales. It personally took me 5 hours to make this koi fish as well. You can make cameras out of a dollar bill. You can make spaceships out of a dollar bill. You can make even toilets out of dollar bill, and race cars. And this one was made of the yen currency. It just comes to show that it doesn't have to be a US dollar bill. It could be any currency. As long as you have the imagination, anything is possible. We're excited. These works were found on orudurumagi11.deviantart.com, a social networking website for artists like Won Park, and he has his own account under orudurumagi11 where he posted a lot of his works as well. Now, you can be on your own way of making your own moneyigami works if you take advantage of the vast resources that are available to you. One great resource is the internet. One great website is origamiresourcecenter.com. That's where I started off as well. They provide easy diagrams to follow, and certain folds you have to understand before making advanced works like Wong Park's. They also have a Yahoo group that Wong Park created himself called Money Folders Unite, and I'm a proud member of that group, where he provides clarification and help on certain diagrams that he has. And another source can be books. This is one I own. They're called Paper Airplanes with Dollar Bills, Another Way to Throw Your Money Away by Doing Nguyen. Another book are by John Montrell, by Chris Dunmeyer, and many other authors out there. You just have to go on the internet and look for them. Now, I hope you enjoyed my presentation on monogamy. And now that you are informed about its background, on the prominent money folder, and helpful resources, hopefully you gain a greater appreciation of our dollar bill. And in the event that you need a thoughtful present, make them a work of art out of a dollar bill. It is affordable, and it will leave its recipient in astonishment. All it takes is patience, and it definitely gave me recognition at work as I created a present out of these airplanes I made and created this present for my supervisor. Thank you for listening.